Alright, as soon as I took the lead off the spark plug, oh yeah, the connector, where's my needle nose pliers? My kingdom with a needle nose pliers. You might not see it from there, but this is actually supposed to stay inside the boot of the high tension wire for the spark plug. So I'm going to take that plug out. I don't trust it. Oh. Now the plug is hand tight. And it's not that good. Do you think we should repair the connection on here and put in a new tight plug? I think so. I just dropped the old one because it was hot. And again because it was hot. Woohoo! Okay, let's get a plug. Okay, this is a gapped, good plug. New plug. Now we're going to fix this broken So the plug was in hand tight, eh? Can you guys imagine that? I'm going to just cut that off. Side cutters. And we'll cut it off flush and carry on. So the way these run is it goes onto the plug like that, I think. And then it takes a 90 like that into the wire. So you always have to make sure the boot is on first too, right? This might not fix our problem, because our problem almost sounds like fuel. But you never know, man. See how that sits in there nicely now? Put the spark plug in. Put the spark plug in and take the coconut down. And we're going to do it more than hand tight too. Man, would I love to see this thing go. Ouch. Oh yes, on Tecumseh's, those mufflers will get you every time. Okay, let's see what we got now. Every little bit helps, guys. Okay, the governor's not doing anything. We're going to have to clean that carburetor. So what somebody did to it was they turned the idle up all the way so they could use it, and that's not right. Right here with this Torx screwdriver, that's the idle setup, and I noticed that it was turned in about 10 more threads than that. Just a minute, let me get around, see there? Right there, in the middle of the screen. It was turned into about there, just holding it open at 2900 RPM, so there's no throttle action at all. See, that should spring back. It should go twing, twing. And maybe that spring's no good. So we got a little work to do. I'm gonna take the carburetor off. Super easy. Fuel line here, 2 bolts, 2 Phillips bolts there, and we'll have it off. As long as I don't burn myself. Something's not right, guys. Okay, so you're gonna just see me pop this carburetor off of here like nothing. In there. I should be able to get that one off. Well, I'll have to take the muffler off. I didn't want to do that. 7/16. I know these are 7/16. Although I haven't done one of these since last fall. Okay, now we take the carburetor off. Right there. And we take the... How are we going to do this? I know what we're going to do. We're going to take that carburetor off of there. Here, let's have some fun. Till Daddy takes the T-bird away. Big hammer, eh? Good. Nice. You know, that almost looks like my stuff on there. Is that possible? Me, I don't know. Close off that gas line. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got it. I'm going to take this gas line off of here and tilt the tank. Pliers for saving rent. So I'm going to take this off. And then we got it peeing up, right? And where did that jack go? Well, we can stick that on for just a minute. Geez, I didn't want to get into this early today, but I got 2 more machines coming in today. So I thought I'd get a run on this. Perfect. Oh, that spring broke again. Okay. So now let's get this, ouch, those are hot. Let's get this over here into the dish. And you guys can look over my shoulder. Okay, so there we go. Okay guys, here we go. Now this is really nice and clean, this flange. I don't know about this spring. So we're going to take this apart again. Be interesting to see how much crud drops into the bowl. A fair amount. Now I'm just wondering if something like the brass float is got gas in it. That's a possibility. So let's take that out first. It'll come out. There it goes. Whew. Okay, this carburetor needs to be cleaned, all right. Wow. I tell you. You just don't know. This stuff's getting so old. There we go. It's fair. Oh, see, that's really common. Broken fuel clamp. Should have done this right off the bat, I guess. Wire brush. We'll get the corrosion off this Welch plug. Oh, it's coming off. It's going to clean up all right. I just don't know where the plug is, right? Let's get that emulsion tube out of there. We need a pretty good sized screwdriver. The emulsion tube, if you can see, will be above this tower. I call that the tower, and it'll be above there. We're going to push it down and replace it. Replace the O-rings on it if we have to. Did it go? No, it didn't. That time it didn't either. I'm probably just flattening it off. Okay. It's flowing, but I want to get it out of there. Oil! I'm back. I'm just putting a self-threading screw into the end of that emulsion tube, which is plastic, and that should pull it out. It didn't. Dad rabbit. I'm gonna have to put a new one in somehow, though. This is not making me happy. It's coming, piece at a time. It's like when Johnny Cash sings a song about bringing the Jeep home one piece at a time. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I'll come back. It's taking too much time to fill. Oh, film. I want to get that emulsion tube out of there. Some of it. Oh, lordy. Everything's hard as a rock. Of course. I didn't hear that hit the ground. That thing is rock hard. I might have to put a new carburetor on this one. I got it. Okay. Somebody gave me this brush, and once in a while, man, does it come in handy, like on this thing right here. Okay, let me put my straw back in my carb cleaner. Yes, I use too much of this stuff, but it works, guys. I'm just making sure that old O-ring's not in there anymore. I think it's coming out. There's 2 O-rings in here. I had a comment on a guy the other day. He says, "Do you know that there's 2 O-rings on a Tecumseh emulsion tube?" And I went, "Yes, I do know that." It's coming. I wonder if I can spray that out with air. There is still a little piece in there. Okay, there is something in there, guys. Look at this. I'm getting remnants of the old O-ring here. It's all, I know. See, you gotta just keep thinking, eh? There it is, I got it. Look at that. I knew there was something in there. 2 pieces. 1 more left. I'm not hurting anything here, I'm just, there it is. Clean as a whistle. 1 little wash with the carburetor spray and it should be done. As clean as a whistle. Now, my only mission, look at those 3 pieces I got out of there, and you wouldn't know they were in there, hey? Yay! Okay, now I gotta find an emulsion tube and 2 seals. Shouldn't be too hard. I got Tecumseh parts coming out the wazoo. Alright guys, you know what? This old lawnmower has just sat in its own goo for, I bet, 10 years. I don't think it's been run. Look at the belt on there. It's perfect. And there's no wear on the tires. I'm actually thinking that this was used, and then the contractor that bought it said an older lady owned it. So I think she probably hired a lawn service and stuffed it in her shed. Because it's actually in pretty good condition. But that carburetor, you guys saw that, eh? Was just gummed up. I finally put a blue emulsion tube in it from one of the other carbs I had over there in the carb pile. I had a white emulsion tube spare, but I didn't have a blue one, so I just stole one. And then I write one half, just 1 second. Where was it? Yep. No emulsion tube, if you can read that in my writing. Just so when you pick it up, you know. Well, there we are. 6.75. Eager 1. More modern. Self-propel. Big engine. This is the one that holds 600 milliliters of oil, not 500. And everything works. It has a miss for the first 30 seconds. Those are pretty hard to find. I might play with it some more. I've got some time. It could be a coil, you know, it could be, oh man, it could be anything. Well, we better do the demo, eh? It's not much of a demo, but hey, it's there. So there we go, guys. 1 more done.